Hi guys, this is Joe Lyth from the Eden Groups, and today I'm going to discuss and present to you a list of the top 10 bizarre and ugly dot titans. A bit controversial, I know, but already I've done the best looking titans, and in fact this was difficult to do, to make the list of ugly titans, because usually they're really good. And in fact my hat goes off to Dom and the design team in Dawn of Titans, because they do a great job generally. But there are a few exceptions, so without further ado, I will look at them. The first is Dionysus, the god of wine and parties and things like that. I've nominated him because he looks like your fat old uncle or grandfather at a fancy dress costume party or something like that. Okay. He looks too cheerful, too genial, and not believable as a fighter, to be honest. So Dionysus for me, no. Next is Tengu. This was a difficult one to put in a list, but what made it for me, the reason for this is because the combination of his six pack, his abs, and the big red Pinocchio nose. For me, this is ludicrous. It's ridiculous. Okay. However, he looks great on the battlefield with his red rage everywhere. So it's a good Titan. Good old Tengu. Next is Iangara. Nominating her because for me she's a big, dark, black, red, green mass. Okay, I don't like the colour tones. I don't like the form. It's kind of lacking in detail, to be honest. So not at all my favourite, but a good defender. Next is Avalos, okay, one of the older ones, and I'm nominating Avalos because he looks too rich, too posh and bourgeois to be a true fighter. He looks like he wouldn't want to really get his coat dirty during battle. He's just not ferocious enough, and the colour scheme is too strange also. So next is Bast. I enjoyed playing with Bast for a long time, but it is a strange one because of the very tiny head, and it looks too nice and pussycat-like for me. So it's a strange design. However, good to play with again. Next is Tanza, one of the more unusual ones for me. Nominated because the colour scheme again is bad. The hat looks strange. The big lips look deformed. Not a good looking Titan. Next is Magmator. Players who know me know that I don't like to play with the Minotaurs. They all play badly. Also for me, Magmator looks quite bad. Okay, not the best designed of them. And one of the big problems is that in fact he doesn't stand out on the battlefield with his red and black colour scheme. Next is Omothy. This is one of the old classic ones, only 2-star, and I've nominated this one for obvious reasons. That strange green beard and the man bob. Okay, just doesn't look ferocious or intimidating, just ridiculous. You can imagine all of the enemies would probably laugh to death in his presence. Next, we got two for the price of one, Sakani and Sarkon. Sakani, I believe, is poison, while Sarkon is physical. For me, these two are just generic, boring. I don't like the colour scheme. Okay, so yeah, not the best designs. Finally, the one that inspired them all is Gaia, the Earth Mother. According to legend, Gaia was supposed to be a beautiful, maternal woman, but here she's just a big monster with veins and Johnny Bravo hair and all sorts going on. It's a very strange looking character. And also a bad mother because she's obviously pregnant but wants to fight anyway. For me, that's just bad form. Don't do it. Okay, so Gaia, great to play with, but strange to look at. Finally, an honourable mention to Dracor, not because he's the worst, but in fact, I'll explain why. Okay, Dracor I like for his staff, but what I don't like is the monotone, just gold. But above all, I don't like in general in this game the robotic type fighters. Okay, for me that's an unfair advantage, and there are other robot fighting games out there. For me, Dawn of the Titans should just be for giants and the normal organisms. Okay, so not this one for me. Well, I hope you've enjoyed listening to this, and feel free to disagree. If you want to make any comments, just put them under in the comments section. Okay, see you on the battlefield. Bye, guys.